Yeah, it auto-updated.
Oh, dang. I'm trying to get over the awkwardness that happened to me, but I'm doing good other than that.
You can set the Roll20 tutorial to not show up again. How did I not know that?
Wait, there's a tutorial?
Yeah, same. Both of us just kind of flew by the seat of our pants with that one.
Oh, is that why I know how to use all the features?
Yes.
Because I did the tutorial?
Yes, I was not given that option.
No,
it's because you have a Mac, isn't it?
Maybe, I don't know, but I get a tutorial that loads every single time I open.
Oh yeah, same thing. The tutorial loads every time I log in or whatever.
Do you have a Mac? Do you have an Apple?
I don't think he does.
No.
It's just us then.
Oh, okay.
This is every time I get to test out my new dice tray.
Nice.
It's not made of metal, so you guys won't sound like Donegan falling down the stairs every time I roll my dice.
By the way, it's a little past 8. We are live.
Oof.
Alright,
okay.
I will let the DM know.
Take your time. There's always a little bit of filler before we start.
Cool, I didn't realize we were streaming this month.
I just tweeted.
Me and my rusty-as-ass voice. By the way, my aunt is home and she asked how I was doing. I told her it's fine. I have much better range of motion in the past couple days.
Good, very good.
That's a good thing.
Oh, did I tell people here I experienced my first neck spasm?
You told me.
It sucked, and I'm very happy Naora was there to fix it for me.
Good thing. Yeah.
It was weird because I was in the bathroom and then suddenly the muscle along the left back side of my neck seized up and glued my left shoulder to my left ear.
I hate that. That's not fun. That is never fun.
Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah, that's...
I can make a reference, but no one would understand it.
Oh no.
Has anyone seen Alien Covenant by chance?
No.
No.
Okay, that's why I'm not going to make that reference. There's a stupid scene. There's two androids that almost look like Tom Hiddleston ripoffs. It's great.
Oh my god.
One of them's evil, one of them's good, and they share a moment where it's like, you are the bad android. And he's like, well, yeah, but no one's going to love you like I will. And this android awkwardly kisses this seemingly clone of himself, and the clone just stands there like, this is happening. And then the evil clone immediately jams this flute into his neck. He seizes up and his body scrunches up like a fold up and falls to the floor.
What the heck? This is an actual movie?
Yes. Alien Covenant.
I need to see this now.
Okay.
It's a good classic addition to the Aliens.
Like, I've heard the name, but haven't actually watched it myself. Like, the name's slightly familiar.
I'm still super confused by the use of the words Tom Hiddleston ripoff.
I swear, I didn't know the actors, and they look almost exactly like I thought Loki.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I know for a fact that Tom Hiddleston wasn't in that movie, but at the same time, I'm like, damn.
No, I can guarantee because I saw the credits. I'm like, wait, that's not the guy. The first man almost looked exactly like him. I'm like, how are you not?
I'm looking up the cast of Alien Covenant right now.
I mean, I don't watch the movies and whatnot as much, so I'm sure someone as experienced as you would not say the same, but I thought they did.
I mostly I just want to see it for the weird the weird scene that you're telling me about. Oh wow, Michael Fassbender was it?
Yeah, him. He's the guy.
Wow, yeah, they had a really good cast for this. Michael Fassbender, James Franco.
It was interesting to see James Franco as a serious role.
It always is interesting to see when you have people who are used to being.
Sorry, not James Franco. Danny McBride.
So interesting to see those movies where you have like someone known for comedy actually play a serious role.
Oh yeah, it was pretty good.
It's even better when you have somebody who's known for serious roles play something that's highly comedic.
Yeah, I think it can work both ways, and that's like, they can pull it off.
Oh, I didn't even see your post that. Coolio. Everyone's typing in chat and I'm not watching.
Yeah. Yeah, I think something that...
I'm sorry for waking up in the middle of the night. That's my fault.
I feel like I woke up in the middle of the night too, but I can't remember why.
I'm glad she did, and she wouldn't have had a phone to wake up to this morning.
Dude, I had a dream that would make a fun video game.
Those are always interesting dreams.
Yeah, it was based on the old I believe it's an old Japanese legend. That's essentially the Japanese equivalent of Tom Thumb.
Neat.
Yeah. Small prototype goes on big adventures.
Fez.
Nice.
What?
So Fez.
Oh my god.
A little bit. Pikmin.
I'm like trying to come up with a way to argue, and then I'm like, I can't argue this. It's like, damn it!
Unraveled.
Yeah, but those are more unique than my dream was.
Oh, well, everything's a ripoff if you glue it together hard.
That's true.
And see, this is the multiverse portal. The what? The multiverse portal. Do you want to give it a spin? Is it safe? Oh, of course it's... Okay, or are you going with me? Oh god, no! I mean, no. Someone needs to stay in and keep an eye on the portal. But isn't it self-sustaining anyway?
Oh my god. I developed a character in my writing who is primarily, like, it's a deep character on their own. Like, the character existed, has depth, but they were created almost exclusively for use as a crossover mechanic.
Hmm.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, hello.
I'll tell you more about it later if we're getting started.
Good morning, party people. Who the fuck is still half asleep?
Yo.
Hey, figurehead.
I'm sorry. I was like, should we push it back to 8:30? But then I was like, I don't know if we can do that. Let's see. I have my notes. God, I need to make more notes, but I have my notes. Oh, I did. Oh, good. Forgetting I did some stuff. I'm like, I did that. Oh, I do that.
We're live, by the way.
Oh God. Well, good to know.
So you didn't see my messenger in time, so I'm just like, let's let you know before you say something you don't want.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you for letting me know before I said something obscene.
I still have the TV 14L on this, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
Who the F is still half asleep?
Yeah.
We are going to need to up that rating, Daniel, for the final chapter here, by the way.
Me, same. Okay, so I'm doing the audience stuff, like how you do your audience stuff, which they won't be really speaking unless spoken to, I suppose. If that's how you do it. So I'm assuming. I see one audience member, which is good. Deep breath. Let me think. I'm still half asleep. Let me think. So, audience member, hi, welcome. It doesn't make sense, but it will in a minute. And let's see, we're live. So has everybody been introduced?
We haven't done anything yet, no?
Okay, and to those of you who are actually watching the stream, good morning. My name is, I go by Koko, and I will be the DM for today's game. Today with us we have Ron.
We have the Combinator as the DM.
It's not a tumor! Okay, it's a tumor!
Cookie down! No!
Oh my god! What is wrong with all of us?
The shorter list would be what is not wrong with us.
None of us have had anything to drink. Imagine how great we would all be drunk.
Oh Christ.
I have to go to work at noon. I don't have time for alcohol.
That would certainly be interesting.
I can't drink yet.
In a year! In a year!
And yep.
Hey there. Okay, so for today's game, we do have an audience member. I believe that it's Justin, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool. Hi.
Bye.
So, welcome, Justin, our audience member. Whee! As an audience member, I'm going to politely ask that you mute yourself for the game. Just kind of sit back, relax, and watch the hell play out.
Where's my goddamn Nutella donut? There it is.
Unless you are asked a question, or if I need your opinion on something, or you're spoken to, I would politely request you please mute yourself. Other than that, I'm going to go down the list here on my board. We have Artificial Imagination.
Hello.
So our normal DM, but for today I'm stealing his spotlight. We have the lovely person who is helping me stream this game, D-Rez.
Good morning, everybody.
And then we have the General Stonewall, which I need to grab your token. Let me grab your token. Get on the map. Oh, crap. I was only half prepared for this. Okay, sorry. Let me just be a better DM and pull your friggin' map onto the token.
Well,
Yes, yes.
we're professional!
Oh, we can grab those tokens as well. Yeah, professional, and we're professionals, and I'm a ham sandwich. Okay.
Tasty.
Nice.
Yeah, so you got something that'll work.
That works, yeah, that works.
Oh yeah, I forgot that I haven't played a single round of this campaign with D-Rez.
You haven't?
True.
Correct.
No, D-Rez has been absent the past 2 times. So, I haven't gotten D-Rez's reaction to there being another Tabaxi! Sorry.
Kitty!
This is gonna be fun.
Alrighty, and our next player...
I'm very tired.
Relatable. Our next player, whose token is on the map, we have... Do you just go by Kid? Because I've said your name like 50 times already.
Yep.
Okay.
Originally, I made my name Cade because I've actually liked that name for a long time. Only about a year ago did I find out it's actually pronounced Kaede and that it's Japanese. I actually didn't know it up until that point. I just really liked the name Cade.
Ooh, ooh.
Oh, whoa!
Ooh, what's this? Anyway.
Well, that and it sounds short for your other name, so.
By the way, in case, I'm going to apologize in advance if I start blowing out the mic because my voice is hitchy as hell because of the really, really crappy week I've had.
It's okay, I feel that.
Like, I had the best convention of my life because I got to hang out with all of these guys in real life, and then shit hit the fan the moment I got home. Not even, actually, before I got home, shit hit the fan. Or rather, another car hit my car, so that sucked. And I've been dealing with crud going downhill since, so I need this like a strong shot of whiskey.
It's a very relatable
Bad
statement.
idea.
It's a very relatable statement.
I think we all need this.
Hey, General, you want to buy me a drink at the tavern later?
It's possible.
Oh, God.
He's like, I'd rather not, but okay.
I'm kidding. I never make anybody buy me anything. But getting back to game, I forgot that we all have full body tokens. I'm not used to that still.
Yeah.
Ah, shit, my Nutella.
Nut.
Nut.
Not.
Oh wait, those who are watching don't understand why we're doing the nut thing. At the convention, D-Rez's brother brought the nut button, like a physical nut button, like the meme, and it became the meme of the convention in our hotel room. And because of a meme war that happened in Discord, I changed my my profile pic to the nut button.
I actually have a screenshot of the meme war.
Oh god. He has evidence.
Yes.
Wait, what do you mean you have evidence?
Give me just a second and we will all see it in the Discord.
Oh no!
Anyway, while I do that, may I please suggest that we continue on with our story?
Okay, so,
Please.
everybody, please turn on your computer volume.
Mine should be on. Wait, did you add sound like I do?
Maybe.
So let's finish where we left off. You guys were, confronting
I don't hear anything.
mermaids.
Oh, I hear it. Okay.
I'm not okay. I'm not okay!
Wow. Things just got real.
Alice, and I appreciate that.
Ambiance. So, you guys had just... I could totally hear somebody's music that's actually really trippy.
It's me because I have to listen to you guys over my Discord phone. I can't have my computer volume up.
That's okay. So yeah. Mermaids. Fun. Let's see. We found out that, wait. Rax already...
Max is out of the closet, yes.
Oh, okay, good. I just want
We have a game militia of 10 men. I have not forgotten about the game militia.
And I believe we have a surprise audience member all of a sudden.
I'm late. Ugh.
Yay!
Oh,
Mute yourself
okay.
and sit down, buckle up, Buttercup, and watch the shit that goes.
Oh, goody. Sounds like I'm in for a ride, am I?
Mhm.
And is that music?
Yes.
Well,
Ooh, finally.
Yep. Audience member, please do me the honor of muting yourself. Sit back and relax. If I need you, I will speak to you.
Ooh, goody. As I eagerly await my oatmeal.
Okay. So so a lot of details I've forgotten because it's been at least like a month since we played my game. So
Argon, please mute yourself.
Yeah,
What?
Team Militia.
Argon, if you are in the audience, you need to mute yourself so that your background noise does not disturb the game itself.
Oh, yeah, everything's muted, I think.
That includes Discord.
Pretty please.
Mute.
There he goes.
Awesome, thank you. So Game Militia, Rex is out of the closet. I'm trying to think what else major may have happened. We can actually, this place needs a recap before we even go into the friggin' mermaid. This needs a recap because it's been a long time. So recap. You guys met this woman named Ophelia. She welcomed you into her home and then started talking about her husband who went missing on the sea. By the way, she does know the name of the boat he was on. I failed to mention that. She does know the name of the boat. So anyway, her husband went missing on the sea, and you guys decided to help her, which was very nice of you. Well, be damned. I don't have the name of the boat written down. I have to do that. I have a name, I swear.
So she knew what it was, but she forgot.
She'll have to make a sort of roll for it.
It was the Midnight Star!
Crossover kid name. Here we go. No, I'm just kidding. But so yeah, you guys have been on the sea for a while. You got picked up you guys rescued an orc from a shipwreck, a burning shipwreck, only to find out she was living with a noble family who was on that boat, and they died, unfortunately. Yeah, they unfortunately passed away. There was, I think there was a talk with Stonewall. Ellie and Stonewall had a yada yada. Rex going through a motherfucking porthole because he's just that precious. And yeah, mermaids. So just kind of back to where we were. People have been tied down to the masts. Men have, attempted to jump off the boat only to be snatched back. Bitch, get back here. And of course, the game militia is unaffected because these are female mermaids. These are mermaids, not for men. So the haunting voices of these mermaids only affect a select few. Just to put it out there, because I had thought about this last night, and I was like, that would be interesting. For anybody who's closest, you can see Ellie gripping the side of the ship, almost as if she's debating with herself about jumping overboard. And,
bisexual?
So
I guessed right.
Nailed it.
Hey,
Is Stonewall one of the men that's tied down?
ooh. Hey, Stonewall straight?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, then you're tied
Obviously,
down.
but
You're tied
yeah, probably. That would seem most logical.
down. Stonewall, you are affected by the
So
siren song.
we have 10 men and 1 Stonewall that are currently tied down.
10 men in 1 tank.
So yeah, Stonewall, you are currently tied to one of the masts of the ship.
Which one?
As Ophelia ties you up, she says nothing personal, just for your safety. Okay, so nobody's rolling any form of any initiative or anything like that, but they get closer. As you guys kind of, as you guys kind of travel along, you get closer and closer to this rocky shore. Give you a bit of theater of mind here. There are rocks closest to this miniature island that they have for themselves. as anyone can see, when you peer into the water, you can see glistening eyes. Little. They're you can see that they are mer women. They're not exactly sirens, in which they don't change their appearance, but they are very beautiful. Your ship thankfully doesn't get close enough to hit any form of rocking that is around the miniature island they've made for themselves, because enough of you have a little head to not fucking ram your ship into the damn rocks. So that's good. You can see that there's wreckage, a couple of wrecks around here, meaning they haven't gotten someone before, which is unfortunate but true. And as you guys creep closer, they give you a sort of wicked grin as they continue to sing. What is your guys' reaction to all of this? Go on, my children, be free!
He's not tight enough. It's be like sucking the life out of one man with a really tight knot.
I playfully wave at the merfolk.
You get a playful wave back.
Yay!
At the playful wave, she gives a giggle. She thinks you're fascinating. Anyway, yes, Rex?
I want to procure my net from the group of guys I used it to secure and just kind of meander over to Belle. Aren't they like fish? Should we try and catch them? I'll jiggle the net.
No, these fish aren't edible.
Oh.
You'll hear an audible "ah" and a snap of the fingers from up in the crow's nest.
Fun. Ophelia's gonna finish up tying Stonewall, kind of give an apologetic smile, and she'll creep to the side and she'll look out, and anybody can see she seems extremely focused. Like she's concentrating or looking for something. She goes, "Something's not quite right here. This is odd." Odd. Ellie will look over at her. I mean, odd. There's mermaids. She's like, no, not that. I swear I've heard this before, seen this before.
Deja vu.
Ellie will shrug. Deja vu. I've
been in this place before. Scream!
Ellie will kind of shrug and look to the other two who have joined her on the on her side of the ship, Rex and Belle. Almost as if to ask, "What do we do?"
Well, we're not fishing, we're looking for pirates.
I tell you how much I love the character. I'm sorry. I just pirates.
Then I may suggest that we just sail on.
Say we'll get out her quarterstaff and run to the edge of the boat so that if any of them swim close, she will bap them on the head so they do not get on the
Good plan.
She wants to play whack-a-mole.
I will take a big elbow and nudge into the side of Belle and just kind of haphazardly point at he said, "How come this one likes water and you don't?"
Roasted. Okay. So, as you all position yourselves, get acquainted, suddenly everything stops. The mermaids stop, and you hear a voice. Girls, that's enough. Wrong ship. Hey, jeez. You see someone swim up from behind this rock. A much classier looking woman. And she brings her way around. And she speaks out from the very front of this rock, and she... I apologize, fair travelers. We mistook your ship for that of pirates. She frowns.
Pirates?
Kize will also lift her quarterstaff, making to bap. This is what happens when you take chaotic characters on a trip.
I'm just saying she's merely a catalyst for something else. So she gives a wave and my sincerest apologies. Did any of your men fall overboard? Ophelia peeks over the side. No, none of her. Lyra? Ophelia? What? What are you doing here? It seems like they two know each other. What are you doing here? I don't know. What are you doing here out in the middle of the ocean? I'm looking for my husband, Otis. Oh. Yeah, he went on no, I understand. Was his ship... What did his ship look like? It was large, mightier than our sailing vessel. It housed a good number... She seemed to be counting on her fingers. A good number of men. And then the merwoman gives the name of a ship. Unfortunately, I don't have it written down. But she gives the name of a ship. And Ophelia, that's it. That one. She goes, funny you should mention.
We sank that just last week.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Is we saw that ship pass by us a couple of days ago, about perhaps a night or two ago, and it was bizarre. None of them we sang, we did, but none of them the men, no men, no women, none of them did anything. They seemed distracted, oddly enough, and they simply sailed past. None of them tied down like you all are. Nothing. It was peculiar for us, anyway. Ophelia slowly nods. I see. Which direction did they go? She points off, and not too far away you can see an island. It's not too far. You're coming up on it, and she points to it. There's an island. It has a port. It's a small village town. If you go that way, that's where I saw them sailing, and they probably stopped there for a break before continuing on. It's normally what happens over here. Ophelia nods, I see. Well then, thank you for your help. No, it's no trouble. Again, I apologize for my girls. She looks over to the two more women who kind of shyly give an apologetic wave. They're not quite trained proper to recognize a pirate ship. So we're working on that. She kind of smiles, gives a little, gives a wave. I wish you the best of luck on your travels. She comes back to the rock and she sits and waits. Ophelia gives a wave. And, thank you. And she looks to the others. Well, that was interesting.
Were you going to tell us that you were in league with a fish lady? I don't have a big enough net.
You catch Ophelia a bit off guard. She, no. Otis and I, we used to fish in waters that were deeper than just, near the ports. And, well, sometimes when you sail out far enough, you get to deep enough water, you can meet creatures. And I met Lyra. I can't speak English.
Or Scottish.
Yes. That's supposed to be Irish, believe it or not. I can't do accents. I kind of gave up on hers. She goes, I met Lyra one day when I was out with Otis. We were fishing, and she's a lot younger than, a bit smaller. She, Otis accidentally caught her, and we spoke for a while. She said she'd see us around, and then she left. We haven't seen her since.
Kize's still by the edge of the ship. She's waving to the other two, the two mermaids that were nervously waving at us, except Kize is doing one of those big full-arm waves.
You get some amused giggles from the mermaids as they find you all entertaining. Meanwhile, Ophelia's going to pull out a map and she's going to look it over as Ellie goes around and starts untying people since the mermaid's song has ceased. Stonewall, she gets around to you, she unties you, and she kind of gives you a nod of, you should probably go talk to Ophelia. And she goes around and keeps untying people. You see, Ophelia does look like she knows what she's doing as she's charting through the map, and she kind of frowns. This is odd, there's... missing an island. And she kind of looks out to the where the island is in the far distance, and she backed her map and I believe this island isn't charted yet. But there's a village. She finds this odd, but she kind of shrugs it off and looks to you.
Yeah, obviously by this time Stonewall's, right up by the map and kind of then it's the same sort of thing and with voice, well, I still say we sail in that direction. It maybe, I don't know, the mapmaker didn't chart this for Ireland for whatever reason. He says as is, the only logical conclusion he can come to.
Maybe it's a big island on the back of a giant dragon turtle.
Careful, you're giving me ideas. So we'll say you all keep sailing on, and the mermaids disappear into the their island disappears first apparently, into the distance.
Lady, they sunk!
Oh God. Did you actually say that, or are you just talking around?
I'm just screwing around with tokens.
Oh, okay, I got you. So I didn't actually get a big old island for this part, so bear with me.
Theater of the mind.
Exactly, theater of the mind. I still need to get used to the whole DMing thing. You will eventually, it takes a minute or two, of course, but eventually you all go up to, like they were saying, it's a full island, and you can see words, you can see ships, you can see people, you can see a small, like the mermaid described, a village-esque town. It doesn't look very large, it looks, just kind of like a place where people would stop, maybe rest for a night, and then continue on. That's the kind of thing you're looking at here. And you all go and you pull into port, and Ophelia ties down the ship. She looks about, and then down to her daughter, and around to every one of you. Alrighty then. What do you think we should do?
We're in port right now, correct?
Yeah.
Kiza is gonna hop right onto the dock and start running up the dock.
I'll get the rowboat. I will try and start hauling the rowboat off the ship.
Rox, don't worry, we don't... God, it keeps slipping in
I'm
the
like
fingers.
halfway pulling it off the side.
Oh no, we don't need the boat, I promise. That can stay on the ship.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, though. Very resourceful thinking. And she peers out, where Kisa is currently dashing off. And the closest building to you guys is a tavern. So she sits there and she ponders it. The closest thing is a tavern. And she kind of frowns a little bit. We could go, but I can't bring the little one in here. So Ellie pipes up. I can stay on the ship if you'd like. I'll watch her. I've dealt with children before. Oh. Well, that'd be quite nice, actually. Fucking wrong accent. That'd be quite nice, actually. I would greatly appreciate that. She turns to the others. Momentarily leaving Kize to do what she pleases, and she turns to the others and... What do you think? Tavern, or somewhere else, or... The most recognizable building to you right now is a tavern.
I'm fine with however we can stay on dry land for the longest time.
So I'm looking around saying, usually taverns are the place where we might be able to get some information. At least we'll be able to, rest a bit, at least get a drink and whatever hot food they have. Never pass up an opportunity.
She nods. Agreed. Okay. Okay, would you like anything? Anything. Would you like anything? Ellie kind of smiles and some food would be nice, but you don't have to. Oh, nonsense. We'll grab you something. She looks over. By the way, I'm an idiot. I did have the name of the ship written down. The name of the ship is the Marina. We're looking for a boat, a ship called the Marina.
Okay.
Well, that's ironic.
Yeah.
I forgot a page of notes.
Nice.
Hey, Captain, where'd you park the marina? In the marina? Oh, that makes sense.
In the ship. Oh, if it doesn't have a name, can we name the port of this little village the ship?
God.
I had a name for the island, but not a name for the port, so, I mean, I don't know if that correlates as the same thing.
And we who were bad at naming called this place home.
As you all slowly start to filter off the ship, assumingly you do, Ellie stays behind with Annabelle to make sure she's safe.
I want to be the last one off the ship.
Okay.
For
So, Rax, you last one.
I will stumble over and kind of give a little bit of a heavy shoulder pat to Ellie, kind of as a reassurance, like everything's going to be okay kind of gesture. Big dumb guy smile. Hope she gets my meaning without saying anything.
Ellie appreciates the gesture, and you see her. She gives you a half smile. It's not as broad as you may like it, but she gives like a half smile, and she goes and she picks up the baby and starts carrying her around.
I was about to say, as I'm leaving off the ship and she grabs the basket, I will openly order, "Watch the baby! It doesn't know how to speak yet."
You can see her kind of give a giggle, and she smiles. Don't worry, I got it handled.
I'll hop off the deck and try and catch up with others.
I don't know, what was Kize? You wanted to say something, I think?
Nope.
No? Oh, okay. Sorry, just wanted to be sure. As you all filter off this ship, there is a sign that gives a name to the island. The name of the island is called Nandover Isle. Ophelia observes the sign and makes a note of it in a small booklet she has been carrying around in her pocket. You walk in, and the people, they're not too many people, and they all seem more or less friendly. You look at them, they wave at you. Of course, there are a couple people who look shifty, but they still acknowledge you, at least. So this seems like a pretty friendly place. As you all approach, you see a well, first of all, you make a note. The roads are cobblestone, meaning they have been paved there by people. And the houses, there are a bit, like little clusters of houses in there between stores and such like. I haven't planned this little village a whole lot, but it does exist. So, you approach the tavern, and the name on the sign says the tavern's name is The Cobbler's Tale. It's quite a quaint little name for such
Tale?
Tale, yes.
Good, because if it was spelled the other way, that would be a different type of tavern.
Yep.
Belongs in Google. Writing that down.
Oh god. No, we're giving him ideas.
It's a kobold bar.
Ah. You mean a scaly bar. Anyway,
Thank you.
Ooh.
so what's everybody doing? Is everyone present at the tavern? Has people run off? Have people run off? Is everybody in the same spot?
Kizzy actually stopped on the beach to look for seashells.
Okay. Would she...
There's that didn't see that coming.
Well, yeah, no, you gave it a beach, which I wasn't planning, but that makes sense, so... Yeah, no.
I mean, it's an island, unless it's all cliffs. The cliffs of Nondover.
Is it just cliffs? Is it just cliffs, or if there's no beach, I don't want to make there a beach.
No, that's kind of cute. I hadn't really... Honestly, guys, this is me... This is what I meant by say I'm bullshitting a lot of this. I am bullshitting, like, all of this.
Oh my god.
I didn't exactly sit down. Like, I planned story. My problem is I'll plan story, like, I'll plan big events in the story, and then I'll kind of wing the bits in between. So, major details, it's my biggest flaw. I miss details and little itty-bitty things, like describing the island's shape and what they've got. So, I apologize, it's something I as a DM need to work on, and I also need to work on my English, apparently. So...
Here's a secret. I bullshit details as they're asked.
And you just make some canon. So we're looking at an island that's probably like 5 miles in radius.
Probably, yeah.
Is it like just mostly a flat island, or is it like one of those with a mountain in the middle?
Is it lost?
It's mostly flat.
Okay.
Something you'd see like in the Caribbean or something, like Tortuga or whatever.
Sure! Sorry again, I'm lacking detail. But yeah, sure. You guys plan this world just as much as I do. I mean, especially when I'm lacking in detail, you guys help out with a lot of that. So,
is it like one of those little things where like we can't really see past the village, or can we see like clear to the other side of the island? Do we see any of the landmarks other than the village?
well, just for fun, you see in the very center. It's like I would imagine the village sort of makes a circle-ish area, like there's an open area in the middle. Yeah, kind of like that.
Or like a square or something, town square or something, or a island square or whatever.
Yeah, with like different channels leading out different ways so you can get to different shops and such. But if you keep between the clusters of houses, eventually you would get to, like, you would be able to see the other side. And there is a monument in the middle of the circle square in the middle of all this that is the statue of a man. Unfortunately, it's been so worn from time that you can't really read the plaque, but it is. We could probably assume it is the gentleman who found this island. So yeah, there's a monument, there's people, there's things to look at. I'll probably go around after the game is over and ask people for their opinions on what else could be on this island, like what shops, such, because I wouldn't mind.
From immediate first impressions, what's the economic stature? Does this place look like it thrives off of trade, or is it just like a little fishing village?
It's like a little fishing village.
Okay, homely. Gotcha.
Yeah, little homely. Imagine kind of like Beauty and the Beast, Belle's village.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
So a quaint provincial town.
Okay. So is Kize, just to ask, is Kize going to stay on the beach and keep picking up shells, or is she going to join everyone else?
She's gonna join everybody carrying 9 decently sized seashells.
Good, add it to your inventory. That's actually really cute. I appreciate it.
I rolled a d20.
Nice. One of which is a living clam.
If you want to add anything crazy to that DM, you may.
Oh god, what if I did give her
And one of them has a crab.
You ever see those?
She's just carrying a giant razor clam.
Oh god.
It becomes her new weapon.
I was gonna say it's either dinner, a new pet, or a weapon.
She just jams a stick in it, and the giant razor clam becomes a buster sword.
Oshawott?
Hey. Although that might start to smell after a while if there's anything inside it, so... A smelly weapon, good to know. Alright.
Oh my god. We're not actually doing any of that unless the DM says so.
If anything, I'll have you carry around a clam, like you picked up a live clam, and I'll let you figure out what you want to do with it, how big it is. You know, you can run with that idea if you like. I think it's hilarious.
Alright, we'll say I currently have a clam the size of a football.
Awesome. You can hold that with you, you can put it back on the ship. Either way, you know.
I'm just gonna keep it with me.
Wicked. Alright.
Tied something here as a bludgeoning weapon.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys make it up to the Cobbler's Tail, the front door of the tavern. Ophelia takes a peek to make sure everybody who wants to come in is currently present, and I can't English. And she opens the door. There's a teeny tiny tingle dingle of a bell, and there he goes. It loaded. All right. Who am I missing?
I'm last.
Okay, Rax is last. I'm missing a Stonewall.
Yeah.
Sorry, Stonewall. Let me just.
No problem.
It's a tiny Stonewall.
Who shrank the wall?
Second it was
Exponential growth.
that works.
And let me. It's strong. There. God, I forget the thing. Is it? Alright.
All good.
There we go. Wait, I gotta make sure it's controlled by you. Controlled by you. Save changes. Alright. So, I'm missing anybody else? Belle, Rex, Kize, Ophelia, Ellie in the ship with the baby. Okay, no, that's good. So immediately you'll walk into this tavern, and it's homey looking, much like the rest of the village. It matches the aesthetic, and it's small, homey, a few tables here and there. A few individuals amongst the normal villagers stick out to you. There appears to be a woman in a hood over here. A paladin woman is sitting next to her. The paladin woman is a purple tiefling, wearing, of course, half armor, chains, such and such. She looks battle ready, carrying a great sword that's currently sitting on the floor next to her bench. They're chit-chatting and they're talking over a meal. And then, hey, Rats, by the way, there are some fucking barrels in the corner here.
I was going to ask who is in front of me, because I will bump into them trying to make my way through the door.
That's a great question.
Wait, does somebody not like barrels? I can't remember.
We'll get to that in a second, don't you worry. I'm assuming people are filtering in and awkwardly stopping at the doorway, and whoever's in front of me I'll bump into.
We'll say just for the funny of it, it's Belle.
Oh, excuse me.
The only other person in this okay, good, we just started. The only other person in this bar that seems to catch anybody's eye or seems to stand out is a tiefling sitting at the bar. He seems very frustrated, and he's playing a game of darts as he's harshly launching these darts, and they're sticking into the wall. He's not exactly angry, but he looks frustrated and albeit hurt, as you can see very clearly. He has two black eyes. He's just tossing, tink, tossing, tink, tossing, tink. Aside from them, you have three different people that seem to stand out from the rest of the crowd. If you like, I am opening an invitation for interaction.
Well, assuming Rax can get in the doorway, I've got something.
Oh yeah, Rax, please go ahead. Go wild.
Don't say that to a barbarian. Don't.
Get in, observe surroundings, immediately seize barrels.
Oh, by the way, be careful because he's flinging darts over here.
I do not care. I'm going to sprint to the barrels.
Ah! You don't have control of your
Barrels!
There you go.
What do I need to roll?
Well, first of all, the tiefling's gonna see you come running, and he's gonna immediately stop throwing darts and kind of flinch back because he wasn't expecting a giant friggin' ogre run past him. Just to save you a roll.
I will pick up the nearest barrel. How heavy is it? Or can I tell if it's filled?
It feels hollow. It feels like there's nothing in it.
I will haul this barrel on top of my head with the utmost joy, whirl around and get ready to smash it on the floor, and immediately catch sight of Ophelia at the doorway and kind of stop, realizing what I'm doing. I just got this guilty look on my face now.
Ophelia looks to you and just kind of, she gives that her look softens a little, and it's like a mother watching a small child get excited about like Disney World, and she softens up a little. The bartender is also looking at you, this gentleman right here.
Say, how are the patrons serving this?
Yeah. People are watching. Some people are eating their meals. The wait staff are busy with people and don't really seem to pay you any mind. Almost as if they've seen weirder. The bartender,
nice.
He acts very similarly as he's seen weirder, but still, that is technically property. He's gonna look to you, then to Ophelia, and she's gonna, We'll pay for it. And he nods slowly. Alright, just don't break nothing else. He sits there, keeps polishing his glass. So Ophelia looks to you, Rax, and gives that nod of approval. Just don't hurt anyone.
I will nod at that and turn around and smash the barrel as hard as I can into the corner.
A few bits of wood come flying in a couple different directions. A piece or two flings far enough to hit the tiefling, but he throws up his cloak. He's wearing more clothes than in his token, but the game I used didn't really have any other clothing, so just he's wearing like a colored tunic, dark green cloak, black pants and boots. You know, he's wearing all that as he takes up his cloak, and you had a block from hitting him, and it wasn't big splinters, just little splinters, and he looks over to you and just kind of sighs and keeps tossing darts.
I will smash one more barrel.
It's 2 barrels down. you got like 3 more barrels in that corner, I think.
I will smash the second barrel, quite proud of myself, and dust the hands off, look down at the other 3. Always save some for later. And I will turn around very, very satisfied.
I try to get the barkeep's attention and just put down a bag.
And I will notice this individual, and I will give anyone else a chance before I continue.
Can I approach the barkeep?
Hey, everybody else, what are you doing? What's up?
Oh, no one can hear me.
I
hate having to reconnect.
He's getting himself a drink.
I would like to approach the barkeep and put down a bag of gold coins and say, I'm sorry for any damage we cause.
That's right, Belle's fucking loaded.
Yes.
Yeah.
At the sight... Oh my god. Okay. At the sight of you setting down this bag of... It's gold, right?
Yes.
Is it gold? Okay, gold coins on the counter. You see this man's eyes widen. Whoa, he says, and he looks at you. Well, thank you, ma'am, but that's not necessary. You don't have to do that. He's flustered and flabbergasted by your generosity.
I don't know the damage this one can cause, please. And I point to the guy smashing barrels.
He looks over and then to you and gives kind of a slow nod. I see.
What have you brought into my bar? Oh no!
He continues to wipe his glass. Well, doll, if it helps, I've seen weirder. He kind of He picks up the bag. Thank you, and he sets it down underneath beneath the bar.
Okay, I've got racks covered now.
Damages are covered for.
Keith is over in the corner cheering on Rex.
Of course she is. You got this dynamic duo, and it's the funniest thing.
Even better, she's like waving around the clam like it's a freaking pom-pom.
I've seen this before. Hold on.
Okay. So Stonewall, you're hopping up to order a drink. This gentleman will
Yes.
meander his way over to you.
Yes. No.
Howdy, sir. What will it be?
So I'll turn and say, "You got any rum?"
He kind of gives like a half chuckle. Of course we do. We got pirates and all sorts. And he starts to talk. He turns around and he picks up a couple different kinds and he shows them to you. Which one do you fancy?
Your strongest one.
Ah, I like you. He pours a mug of rum, kind of places it down in front of you, and he looks over to Belle and to you. Free of charge. Don't worry about it.
Still on that and say, "Well, the Kingdom of Rangreeds thanks you very much." And, takes a strong drink of it, just trying to, as he thinks about the insanity that has already occurred. Suddenly glancing over at the two in the corner, watching destruction go on at the two in the corner. Not really wanting to, he's kind of worried at what craziness is about to happen.
Oh, that's lovely. And with that, he's going to meander his way back over to Belle. Alrighty, doll. What about you? You having anything?
Just something small.
A glass of water.
I'm trying to not do that too much.
Come on, that's an endearing character trait. A shot of water. Just a shot glass, empty.
He sets down his mug amongst his now clean glass mug amongst the others on a shelf behind him, and he kind of leans over the bar. Small. Well, we do carry wines, different types of ale. What's your fancy, Peaches? He's not trying to flirt with you. He's just kind of like that. Kind of like how that grandpa will give you a nickname just to give you a nickname, kind of a deal.
Yeah, no worries. A wine, please.
He thinks about it, and he gives names off of a couple different wines and a couple different fruits, and he asks you for your preference. We'll say, I don't know what kind of wine can be made out of what kind of fruit, but we'll say
Apple wine.
Yeah, usually if you have fruit wine, it's just named after the type of fruit. It's usually a fruit juice mixed with grape wine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So just start naming fruits, and I'll tell you if I've seen them before.
Okay. He says, let's see, cherry.
Mm-hmm.
Peach.
Yep.
Yep.
Strawberry and blueberry.
Oh yeah. Those are all valid. I've actually seen and tasted most of those.
Strawberry should be fine.
Very good, actually.
I actually got Stonewall here a bottle of strawberry Zinfandel from Door County, Wisconsin.
It's actually really good. I still have a good portion of it left because I'm not trying to down that thing.
I need to taste that because I got it for you and I didn't taste it myself.
Sounds good.
Next time we hang out, I'll bring it because I
Hell yeah.
want to finish it with friends.
I can't wait to drink. I have much to learn. So, at the sound of, you said strawberry, right?
Strawberry works.
Yes.
Alrighty, cool. The bartender will He'll nod, get you a glass, fill it about halfway, slide it back over. There you go. And he'll continue on his way, cleaning glasses, picking up the bar, such and such. Now, Ophelia is still at the entrance to this place, as she has slowed down before going off to you guys, and she looks over at the couple sitting at the table over here, and she makes her way over. Oh, shit. Oh. Excuse me, ladies. She kind of politely interrupts the two sitting there, and they stop speaking and look up to her. One of the ladies, she pulls off her hood, and she's a golden-scaled dragonborn, a woman with red eyes like rubies, and she's very aged. She seems very wise in her age. She's wearing a white cloak, and the paladin woman seems to be wearing the same kind of deal. She's wearing a lot of white. They both also, if I may mention it, they are holding the emblem of the same goddess that Magda worshipped, for those who were there for that, the goddess Eldath. They're both carrying emblems of that same goddess with them.
Ah. I was about to say, watch them worship Thor and then my ass over here. Everybody get ready for a bar fight anyway.
Mine! And then shit gets real.
Oh god. Thankfully, no. But
Nah, Kizay didn't give a shit about Eldath.
Gotcha. For those of you who were there and care, I think Kate. No, it was Kate and D-Rez. I know you two were. For your Halloween game, Magda mentioned being part of the Sisterhood, which composed of worshippers of Elda. Yeah, you can kind of get the gist here. Magda's not here, but it is these two who happen to be a part of the same Sisterhood as her. Actually, Serena is the elder of the group. She's the one that everyone actually calls Mother Serena. She's the oldest of the Sisterhood, and she's the one who started everything. So, fun fact.
Fun.
She comes over, starts to speak with them, and she asks them, "Have you seen a group of sailors that looked like this?" She described the uniform her husband was wearing and seemed to ponder, and Serena goes, "No, dear, but if I may say, a group of pirates came in, and they seemed very shifty. They acted odd, almost as if they lacked individuality. They didn't speak unless spoken to by one particular man in their group. It was odd." And she frowned, and she described Otis's appearance. "He looks like this and this." Yes, he was one of them. He wasn't the one they listened to, but he was one of them." "I see. They must be still farther ahead of us. Thank you." She gives her thanks, and "You're welcome, dear." And she, of course, being the woman she is, she'll ask if she's alright, and yada formalities, and once they're done, she'll give thanks and make her way over to the bar. Stonewall, you note that she too asks for something strong. Bartender talks and gives her something and says free of charge once again, and she starts to sip her drink. She looks full. Meanwhile, the barrel smashing through. How's it going?
I smashed 2 barrels, and I will save some more for when the time gets right. I will turn around and now see I am kind of bothering this purple man, and I will probably address that. Happy dumb guy giggles. Realization. Sorry. I really like smashing barrels. Weird face as I really ponder this gentleman. He's purple. Can you breathe?
What? You see him kind of tuck into himself a little bit. He seems shy.
May I request for the DM to horizontally flip my token?
I can tell you how to do it.
Right,
Click
Yeah.
advanced.
Okay.
Flip horizontal.
Oh, okay, cool.
And the DM has learned something new.
Yes, I have.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the DMs will help each other out.
Yay! Thank you.
We have our own little DMs guild, so to speak.
Where we plot
Nice.
your demises.
Pretty much.
Oh, that's great.
Somebody help! I found a D20 cookie cutter on Amazon.
Nice.
That's tempting.
That sounds spectacular.
Yes. Me buys, makes cookies for the next con, comes back.
Same. Anyway,
So this person, you see him kind of tuck into himself. He seems shy. His tail kind of sways in a manner before swishing around his legs. He's just kind of he's cupped into himself. He's shy, and I can breathe. You see him. He's not really making a lot of eye contact, but his eyes are dark in color, like they punched. He's bruised in a couple more places. He looks rough.
Do I notice it?
Yes, he's made it
Okay.
bluntly. Well, it's obvious. It looks like he's just recently been either fought or just beat up. It happened very recently.
wait, roll that back a little bit. It looks like he's just recently been what?
Beat up?
Fought.
Fought. Okay, fought. I heard something different.
You heard fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was about to get out the holy water.
Change the sign out there to TAIL.
Gotcha.
Keys is go.
Count as a scaly. So,
Keys is
well.
gonna start screeching. Do you need healing?
you see the tiefling. Does she literally screech or?
She just goes, do you need healing?
You see him kind of flinch back into himself, and you see him. He's embarrassed by the fact No, I'm fine. I promise.
we'll say Rex took a little while to realize it because he's a little bit thick. And I think the way Rex was brought up under Kinzo Mammon, I feel like being honorable in battle is a big deal to him. So I could easily see Rex putting a hand on Keezy's shoulder, just kind of pushing her slightly out of the way to get closer to this individual.
Oh.
Just lean down, looks right in the face like, oh no, what happened? Are you okay?
Tiefling, blink. And he kind of looks away. You can tell he's starting to cry.
What happened to the other guy? Is he dead?
No. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I take it Stonewall, since it's sitting like almost right next to him, can hear him or hear this exchange.
Pretty sure the entire bar can hear this exchange.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Just asking the DM just to make
Try to
sure.
ignore it.
And I'm just sitting here drinking. Because I need to.
Yo, what up, bish? I got a one-up, bish.
It's my,
It's
anyway.
my dick. Anyway.
So yeah, no, you can hear the exchange, and everybody can. They're like he said jokingly, but probably true. Depending on how loud Rax and Kize are, everybody could probably hear this exchange. Probably not from the tiefling's point of view because he's being rather quiet, but yeah.
So I'll just, kind of staying next to him in a very calm manner, because having dealt with dealt with stuff, understanding. Anyway, he says, seems like you've been through a lot. Yeah,
he gives a slow nod and wipes the tears from his face. I have. And he frowns and he's like, I don't want to say it, but I've been kind of abandoned here. He kind of he holds his cloak and kind of he wraps it around himself almost like a security.
No.
Oh
no, that resonates with Rex. He's from a big family.
Oh no.
Kinta Mama has a lot of kids.
Oh no, have I unlocked a bit of backstory here?
Well, he just gives this big frown. Oh no! That's no good. Everybody needs somebody. I will pull out my bread loaf and offer my bread loaf.
He'll wipe his eyes again, look to you, into the bread. He seems almost uncertain as he reaches out a hand and breaks off a small piece. Thank you.
Ooh, I will quickly search through my bag and pull out a healing potion. You want one of these? I kind of shake it like I half know what it is.
He looks at it, then down at like his hands, which you notice his knuckles are bruised and bloodied. He's been hitting something. He takes a shaky breath and sure. He takes the potion, he drinks it, his bruises start to fade, his eyes are back to normal. You can see now that they're not as swollen, that he doesn't exactly have pupils, because tieflings don't normally, but instead of pupils, he has like just streaks of blue in a small circle in his eyes. That it's quite pretty if you look close enough. Against the black of his eyes, the blue really stands out. His hair is actually black, but for the token's sake and the the fact that there wouldn't be as much detail if I colored the hair totally black, his hair is black. And his horns are a slightly darker color than the rest of his skin, which is accurate in the token. But yeah, just figured I'd throw that out there. He,
So, did you win the fight?
You see him he sits there for a minute, and then he shrugs a little. In a way, I have, and in a way, I haven't.
Bigger frown as I am not cheering this person up like I thought I would.
Oh.
Ooh. That's not good. Everybody needs something. What happened? I will. I'll give up and sit on the floor.
Aw, it's really tense. That's cute. This tiefling he'll just kind of stop and he'll sit there. And you see him he goes off somewhere for a minute, then he comes back and...
Physically or mentally?
Mentally. He mentally goes somewhere and comes back, and he's just like, I trusted my heart to a man who didn't deserve it. A man who treated me badly. And he looks back to where his bruised knuckles once were, the healing potion cured, and he flexes his hand. I fought him as best as I could, and in the end he left me here. Said I wasn't really worth it. And he starts to choke up a little again, and he stops himself from crying. And it's, yeah.
Kize leans in her quarterstaff or no, not the quarterstaff, the clam in her hands. You want me to shove this up his butt?
he looks over and you get like a half. You get a little bit of a half. It's like he smells just a tiny bit. You get a little itty bitty smell at, and he's gone by now, unfortunately.
Sad face, orc man. Oh, that's not good. Most hearts need to be preserved in jars. You shouldn't lend them out to people.
Kiza is just gonna kind of lean over and just kind of pat Rex on the head. Like, oh, honey, you tried.
I guess Stonewall hearing this would ask, did this have... Well, I guess it's just me thinking, but does this have anything to do with pirates at all? If I may ask.
He looks over. Well, I was part of the crew, and he frowns a little. The boy was the man. No, he's definitely a boy. He kind of hisses the words, and he's still a part of that crew. They're gone now. They've been gone for a little, but yeah, he was a part of a crew.
I half lit up as soon as Stonewall said pirates.
Aw. The tiefling. Oh, sorry, go on. No, keep going. Go ahead.
Do you know anything about pirates? I'll break the silence.
Blink, blink, look over. Pie. Huh?
We're on the hunt for pirates, so I'll beam a big smile.
Pie. Oh. Pirates. Wait. Pirate. And he kind of looks over and it's almost as if he's put pieces together. Are you looking for someone?
Oh, yes. Lady's husband. I'll just point over the tavern over to Ophelia.
He'll lean back in the bar and look over to Ophelia and... Back over to Rax. Do you know who you're looking for? And he'll glance between Kize, Stonewall, and Rax, and the three of you, hoping for a proper answer from someone. Seems like he might know something.
I'll nod, but Rax isn't obviously here for the plot.
If I'm not mistaken, his name is Otis. You hear down from me.
Otis. He thinks for a minute. You're looking for the marina, aren't you?
Yes, we are.
That we are.
He nods. Yeah. Yeah, you're looking for my crew.
Do we have enough room on the ship for all of these people? I didn't charter a boat that large.
I brought a rowboat. I'll shout.
Kize will offer to sleep in the crow's nest. She likes it there. It's high and small.
Do you want to come along? You can sit in the rowboat with us. I just light up a little bit at this purple man.
And the offer, you can see Rex that his cheeks darken a little bit. I swear he might be blushing a tad, and I don't want to bother. I just you can tell he wants to say yes, but he doesn't want to bother you guys.
Stonewall probably seeing this would probably up saying, no, you would be a great asset on this mission. We can use every little bit of help we can to find him and to find Otis.
Do you like adventuring?
He would nod to Stonewall, and then as soon as Rax spoke, he'd look back. Well, I honestly, yeah, that's kind of what I joined that crew for. I was part of this Navy, and you hear the giggles as he's speaking, and you can tell he kind of suppresses a chuckle. What's so funny?
I will lean over to my tabaxi here, put a big hand up like I'm trying to whisper, but anyone can hear it, of course. I like him.
Kizzy's gonna nod real hard and go, me too! I wanna keep him under my bed. He can live under my bed and I can feed him peanuts.
Well, it'd be better than where I was. He kind of figured it out, right? Ophelia, she's not too far away. She can overhear the conversation. She hears that he knows the crew, and she gets up, she sets her glass down, she hurries over, she stops. What do you know? They were headed off to some sort of treasure. Everything is really, really hazy. He says he kind of puts a hand to his head. I don't remember. And he said, I just remember treasure. Treasure was all we ever thought about. Treasure. And our captain, he was just hell-bent something about treasure. And he looks back at Ophelia, but other than that, I barely remember it. His voice kind of hushes a little. He seems concerned to the fact that he just spoke of having a significant other, yet he doesn't remember anything.
Actually seeing him have trouble like this, Rex will actively put out a hand and kind of steady him sitting, so I assume it would probably be about his waist, just to kind of, just a gentle touch as if to say, like, don't, are you kind of like, if he's going to fall, I'll be there, like if he's going to pass out or actually have a physical problem, but also like touch like, hey, we're here, you're still good.
Oh, with the feeling of a hand on his waist he's not used to, he has a reaction, a physical jump. He literally jumps in his seat and looks down.
I will do the same and look back. Big sad eyes like, oh, I didn't mean it.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, this has turned out to be cute. He kind of, sorry. The last thing I remember is he was fighting. He beat me pretty hard. I'm sorry, I'm not used to touch.
I'll stand up and give a little bit of a frowny face. Where is he? I can beat him up for you. Smash his hand into fist.
Kizzy doesn't say anything but leans forward and like makes to show off the clam. You can tell she's thinking of doing something with it.
You can once again see his cheeks. They go just a little darker. He's flattered a little bit, and it's okay. I don't know if we'll find him again. I mean that's who you're after, but God knows what goes on that ship. I don't remember. Thank you, though. Looks up to the two of you.
Big dumb guy smile and the slightest hint of a blush.
He likes twinks! Anyway.
Oh no, she's figured me out. He kind of sits there for a moment and then, he looks a little embarrassed. I'm sitting here talking about my life. I don't even know your names. He looks over to whomever wants to give their name first.
Stonewall will pipe up saying, quite all right, Sir Jonathan Stonewall, at your service. Stonewall will extend his hand to him.
He'll hesitate, but he'll take your hand and give you a good, firm shake.
Mm-hmm.
Nice to meet you. And he'll wait for anyone else. Ophelia will step forward. My name is Ophelia, she says. It's nice to meet you. She'll do the same. Nice to meet you too, ma'am. And he'll look for the next person. I guess we're just kind of going down the line here a little bit, but...
Big, happy dumb guy smile. Rex and Wolf slogging talk more, but you can call me Rex.
Rex. I like it. And you see the faintest hint of a smile, and he'll look over to Kize and give that tilt of the head, just like, and you?
Kize is gonna wave a paw. Kize Nanbichurin, I worship the god Loki, who, by the way, does not take kindly to those who would abandon loved ones. And she gets this really demented grin on her face.
Oh. Huh. He smiles. You don't hear too many worshippers of Loki anymore.
He's highly misunderstood. Do you want to hear why?
Not to be rude,
Please say no.
Perhaps later. Perhaps later. He just kind of gently, politely lets you down.
She'll give you this thumbs up with her tongue sticking out the side of her mouth. You're not sure if you saw an eye roll back, but it's like, okay. This one belongs in a loony bin.
He just kind of nods and he'll look down the bar. He's wondering if the Tabaxi, the other Tabaxi who spoke, is part of the crew as well.
Kize will start waving like crazy and bouncing up and down. Hey! Introduce yourself to new friend!
Rare Belladonna. You can just call me Belle.
He gives a nod. It's nice to meet you all. Nice to meet you, he says. And he looks back to the others and he surely takes a coil of his black hair and just kind of twists it around his finger. I'm Sarai Demarcos.
Spell, please.
Therai. Last name Damakos. Sarai Demarcos. Okay, so major details, most part are done. How else would you guys like to proceed with this? You've met a new friend. Felix gotten information out of the people in the corner, which she has yet to bring up. But how else do you guys want to interact with this individual?
Do you want to? Do you like chucking barrels?
Looks like I don't think I've ever tried.
You want to chuck a barrel? I'll look over to the 3 barrels I left.
It's like, is that allowed?
I don't know. It's like half ready to hand him a barrel.
As you go to pick up this barrel, it seems to have a little bit of weight to it. You assume that there may be something in that one?
I will try and find the lightest one I can out of the 3.
He'll get up and he'll walk over. You do this just because?
Mama didn't like a lot of problems, and she says destruction is not good for anger unless it doesn't hurt anybody.
Your mother sounds very smart. He says he comes over and He inspects a barrel that you currently picked up.
Oh yeah, she's the smartest. Proud smiles. Proud of Mama.
Aww, that's so freaking cute. So the barrel you pick up next is probably the lightest one you're gonna find. There seems to be something in the bottom of it, but it's just like it sounds like something rolling around.
Oh,
Not
solid?
sure.
Solid, not liquid?
Solid. Something solid seems to be rolling around in there.
Jangle,
it's not
jangle.
too heavy.
This one's got a present. I'll hand it to him.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You stop being cute. You stop being cute. You stop that. So I will take the barrel and he'll ponder it for a minute before he makes sure nobody's in direct line of fire, and he'll and he'll toss it and he'll smash, and then out fall 3 green apples.
Yay! So proud.
Thori kind of like half chuckles and I think I get it. He walks over and he starts to pick up the apples, removing any possible splinters, and he packs them away in a pouch he's carrying. That was actually kind of fun.
It's a good pastime if you have enough barrels.
You see him finally give like an actual smile, and I believe it.
I'm happy. I'm cheering him up now.
Aww.
Rex doesn't like to see people sad.
Best boy, 10 out of 10.
So that's what I'm gonna do. Does anyone else want to do anything? I don't want to take the limelight away here.
Kize is going to lean in and ask if she can get a name and description of the person that broke his heart to give to her god to smite.
Rax would be interested in that as well.
Here, do I still have those notes?
I think all of us would be interested.
I mean, you can find the details later if you don't have it, if you just want to say he gave us that description.
Yeah, I lost that sheet of notes. I gotta go find those.
Furious
I don't know if I still
notes.
have them or not.
You can get it later.
Yeah, okay. I do remember what the person looks like, though. He describes, he gives the name of the significant other, and then he says he was a red tiefling. Let's see, was his hair red and the token brown? The tiefling's hair was either brown or red or black, one of the 3. He says the colors, and he normally walks around without a shirt on. I think it's kind of weird, but he said he works with the ropes and the rigging. He's the one that stays on deck at all times to make sure the sails were proper. He seems to remember itty bitty details about being on that said ship, but it doesn't seem like he remembers too much else.
Sorry.
Did you realize something funny?
I made a joke.
Oh, is it?
It wouldn't work for Rax, but I'm sitting here. It sounds like a fuckboy.
Walking around with that shirt on, constantly on a rope in a pole. I mean, sounds about right.
Breaks people's hearts.
Dokie dokie.
We must protect them from the fuckboy. So yeah, he gives that general description and a name. Yes, Stonewall?
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say, I guess asking that Stone just wondering on he would ask what does this ship look like, and how well it's armed. He would be very, very interested in that information, especially going forward.
Okay. So as he thinks hard for a minute, I remember. Wait, hold on. Just before I say this, what is the color of our vessel? Does our vessel have a color?
Did,
Does the vessel have a name?
did you ever give us a color?
I don't think I did. From here on out, our vessel is colored green. Like, color of the vessel. Stonewall, what's the ship's color? I'll leave that up to you.
No.
Shouldn't that be up to Bell?
I'm sure, I mean, Bell was the one that got the ship. Stonewall, Bell, quick, collaborate.
We need a name and a color.
If nothing else, roll for it.
Oh no, color could be dark green if that works. You said green, then I thought, dark green could work. That's
Yeah, that's fine.
Dark green. What's the name?
name. Yeah.
The Linky Spoon.
The Captive.
Oh.
That's a good name for a ship. Let's go with that.
The captive?
Neat.
Well then.
I just pulled something out of thin air.
Oh no.
It works for Bell's line of work.
It does.
Let's see first. You did say captive, yes? Like I'm holding someone captive?
Yes.
Okay, I just wrote that down. And I accidentally, no, I didn't mean to do that. So excuse me while the DM goes back and fixes her blunder.
All good.
Okay. There you are. Hi, I'm back. Alright. Sorry, I was writing something down and I clicked on my mouse pad and I was like, shit, no. Anyway, there you go. Alright, so we have a dark green ship called the Captive. So, okay, that's good. The tiefling sits there and he thinks hard to try and remember. Blue. He's getting details. He's remembering as hard as he can. Blue. Naval vessel. Lots of guns. He's pulling. You see, you can tell he's pulling back from memories of either a while ago or something's foggy with his memory.
Now, I would like to roll for something.
Oh, okay, go ahead. What are you rolling for?
I feel like being brought up with Kinzo Mammon, Rex would kind of be somewhat familiar with ailments. So, I don't know what specifically you'd like me to roll, but I'd like to roll and see if I can recognize if he's having memory problems or like amnesia, or if it's a condition, or if I can get anything like that.
I think that would either be an investigation or a medicine check.
Okay, I have -2 in investigation. Oh lord, or I have a +1 in medicine.
A plus what in investigation?
A -2 in investigation.
Go with medicine. I'll give you the advantage of that.
I get advantage or just the regular roll?
Well, considering where you grew up, I'll give you an advantage. Like, considering who you grew up with, how you grew up. You're on Kinzo Mammon, she's probably now.
Well, that's crap. Okay, thank you. It's not much better. That's only a 9. Don't pity me.
I was gonna say, for the sake of the matter, I couldn't see this being a very high roll, if anything. Probably like a 5.
Oh.
I wouldn't see this being a very high roll. Does that seem fair to everybody? If I give him this, does this seem fair?
What did he roll? A 9?
He rolled a 9, but I wouldn't expect this to be a very high roll. Anything, I don't know numbers for D&D very well, so...
Makes sense. I think, to be honest, I'm a bit of a hard-ass DM, so...
Well, I feel like with my background I would be able to recognize something, but I'm not asking for the pity vote here.
No, that's the name of the dinghy.
I'd love to give it to you because it teaches more about it opens up another door to explain more backstory for this character I've just introduced. So if I give it to you, it'd be an advantage on my behalf, and I just want to make sure that it's fair for everyone else that I give you this opportunity.
Well, it's your choice. It's not up to me.
Okay. If it's fair for everyone else, I'd like to give them the opportunity, if that's okay.
Go ahead.
Alrighty, cool beans. So yeah, you make that roll. Rex, what can you see?
Oh, I guess what I'm saying is, can I tell, does he have amnesia? Or does he just have a bad problem with memory? Like, I'm trying to figure out, do I recognize why he's having trouble remembering?
To you, it seems like a form of amnesia.
Can I inspect him for any head wounds?
You can, if you find none.
Oh, I'll ask him first, but...
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead. We'll make more story out of this.
You just start picking at someone's head. You seem to have problems with memories. Are you okay? Did you get hit?
Well, I mean, I was fine, but I don't think I hit my head.
Well, that went nowhere. Thank you.
Well, damn. Okay.
Well, I mean, I can't get anything else out of that. That was what I wanted.
Oh, okay.
Shucks.
Yeah, no. So you checked his head. We'll say just you did check his head. You didn't see anything. You're not getting anything. Sorry, mate. Good observation, though. At this point, Ophelia's gonna. I found out something. She kind of pipes up from next to Stonewall. Aside from what our tiefling friend here knows, we're looking for the marina. She thinks about it. He already said that, but they're not too far ahead of us, according to what this individual had said to me. She says it's outright for everyone to hear. So we can't stay here for long, but definitely rest up, drink. Maybe we'll stay a night either in the ship or see if there's an inn, and we'll get back to it in the morning. And with that, she makes her way back to her bench and continues her drink.
What time of day is it, by the way?
Around this time, I would guess it was probably evening, maybe late afternoon.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
We've got a ship we can bunk on. I kind of openly offer to Thry.
Oh. Okay.
Also, is it
Why?
wise to not tell our shipmate that we're staying?
I'm sorry, what?
Should we tell the other person that is on our ship that we're staying, instead of just leaving them on the boat?
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Ellie is still on the ship with Annabelle, so yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, we'd want to inform.
I'm kind of offering to go back to the ship, is I guess what I was implying. But that's true. I can't guarantee Rex would decide to make that known publicly.
Well, this is good, though. These are details that I forget about. So thank you for reminding me. I got so wrapped up in what we were doing, I forgot Ellie was still on the boat. Does Belle voice this, or was it just, you saying so outright?
Belle voices this.
Ophelia looks over. Yes, Ellie. I'll go let her know. And she stands up and she makes her way out of the bar. Since I don't have a blackened area, I'm gonna have to just like. So yeah, we'll say she heads out to go talk to Ellie, let Ellie know. And you guys can continue as you'd like. I don't know if I could transfer Ellie's token in here, but if anything, I feel I might stay out there, bring them in, who knows, I'm not entirely sure. We might end up ending this game about an hour early, because I am missing the next big detail, the next big plot point. I have an idea of what I want to do, but I don't have things put together yet. So we may have to end it either at 10 or like 10:15, something like that, unless you guys wanted to pause it there.
I was about to say, would it be convenient, or what does everyone think about, could we play out the rest of the evening and stop like when we would go to bed so we pick up fresh in the morning next time? Would that be convenient?
It's not a bad idea. What does everyone else think?
Agreed.
Yeah, that could work.
Thumbs up.
I'm gonna have to get going soon anyway, so yeah, that would work.
Well, I'm gonna offer Thry to smash some more barrels.
Thry will enthusiastically agree and join you in the smashing of barrels.
Enthusiastic? Amped up a little bit.
Kize will be cheering them on, waving around the giant clam as a pom-pom.
Nice.
After the barrels have been smashed, we'll just kind of blankly look up to the bar, look down, look back up. Food! Yeah, I'm doing this. Okay, I'll look to Thry. Have you eaten?
No.
You want food? Are you hungry?
Food!
Blush. Sure.
I'll grip his hand and pull him to the bar. I will slam down a platinum piece on the bar. Bartender, I want all the food. You guys realize this half orc just threw down a platinum piece on the bar like it was nothing.
What the fuck? Boy, you got some splaining to do.
You travel with rich people.
Oops.
Kize is just gonna kind of leap forward and stare at the platinum piece and be like, bruh.
Everyone's
Is
wondering.
that not enough?
It's a lot! That's a lot!
I failed to mention this tavern has a kitchen. So he blink. The kitchen would probably be behind the bar here. There's extra space.
I'm pretty sure with the platinum piece I could buy the damn tavern and more.
Yeah.
How does the bartender react?
Did he just beat Bell's bag of cash?
Bell threw down a bag of gold coins and I threw down a platinum. Unless there was 1,000 pieces of gold in that, I think I got her beat.
See, I don't want to make this a contest, but did what?
Let's just say they were probably about equal.
Okay. That's a good idea. Okay. He sits there and he looks between Bell and Rex, just... Well, with this, I can get a new freaking bar. He picks up the platinum piece.
Break all the barrels you want!
Time for an upgrade.
I don't care. I'll order all the food for everybody.
One by one, each dish starts being brought out from the kitchen, and food begins to fill the bar. People are looking astonished as as dish after dish after dish gets put out
Yeah, I'm offering to everybody at this point. There's a lot of food.
continuously. The villagers will come up and they'll start taking. It's like freaking Thanksgiving. There's like a whole damn feast on the table. People are coming up bringing plates, thanking you generously for the food. They're kind about it. They won't take too much. They'll take just enough for themselves. Go back, sit down, eat. You know, it's a nice time. It's literally like tavern Thanksgiving, which is appropriate for the season.
Kize reaches forward, grabs a rib, does the cartoon thing where she shoves the whole rib in her mouth and then just pulls out nothing but the bone.
Bang.
Rex will take the bestest of the mutton legs and leg of lambs and legs of any aminals. What does my boy here eat?
For a moment, Sorai sits there, just kind of unsure of what to take, and then you notice he picks off little bits here and there. He eats like a bird, and it's most concerning.
You can eat. I got plenty. Just kind of ushering food towards him.
He sits there. Oh, I don't want to be Oh. You can hear his stomach visibly gone.
I pull another platinum piece from my pouch. I can get more.
Kize is gonna wave the platinum piece away, and instead she's gonna reach forward and start loading up a platter to put in front of the tiefling. The platter is about 1 foot high.
Let's all take care of the tiefling. Son, this is great.
No one's gonna starve around me. I'll kind of gently pat him on the shoulder.
Meanwhile, Kize is now shoveling her own bowl of mushroom risotto down her throat.
Yeah.
I'll refill my bagpipes and stuff a few mutton legs in my pouch.
I forgot you were storing crap in your bagpipe.
I have wine in my bagpipes.
And I'm dying
I
inside.
think it's Stonewall can probably see this, right?
Oh, you knew this from the start.
Yeah, you knew that you were with a couple of kooks from the beginning.
Yeah, and Stonewall will just kind of turn over and says, I've been meaning to ask you this, Rex, but is that thing, are you stuffing that into a haversack of some sorts?
Well, I just plugged up the ends and it makes a good water skin.
Dying
Okay. So we're just gonna take that as it is.
Yes, the cringe.
Just gonna take it as it is and be, you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna deal with this. I've been dealing with it for now. I'm just gonna deal with this.
The tiefling, he's a little flustered at the amount of food on his plate, but he's a little more embarrassed at the fact that he's getting so much help. He's just, thank you. He pick up something, put it in his mouth, and you see him kind of melt a little bit as he starts to eat, just like when you eat something really good and you're like, and then he just starts to eat.
Food makes everything better. Big warm smile and a slight blush again.
I'm gonna roll something real dumb here.
Oh.
Oh boy. Do it.
Like, this is entirely pointless, but at the same time, I'm like, can I do this? 8, 9, 10, 11. I only rolled an 11. I rolled sleight of hand to slowly reload the tiefling's plate as he's eating to see if he doesn't notice. Well, an 11 cut that.
Yeah. It's too cute. I mean, I can't say no. Yeah, that'll work. We'll say that roll had to have been like a 10, but you got an 11, so you're a point over.
So
yeah,
I'm probably distracting him a little bit.
A little bit?
So as he eats, I'm just putting spoonfuls of other food onto the plate. Meanwhile, Kize's already gone through like 3 full-sized platters. Nobody knows where she's putting this because she's
Hashtag food for 3.
So So we have saved the wall and try. Okay.
I guess I'll turn the guy and just kind of say, as if you haven't already noticed, you get used to this fairly quickly.
He swallows a bite and just he smiles a little more. Yeah, I could get used to this. Continues happily eating, taking glances at Rex every now and again. You can tell his cheeks get a little darker in color as he continues to eat.
Oh, I think the blush war is obvious.
Aww.
What if I told you guys this was pre-planned?
I already knew it was pre-planned, but at the same time, for some reason, you told me about this, but I didn't connect that it was the tiefling.
Ah!
I heard about the tiefling, but I wasn't sure what was going on, so I was honest to God surprised when he showed up. So I was like, oh. And then I saw the blush war, and I was like, oh!
Surprise! Ta-da!
Well, what is everyone else doing as the night continues?
Kizzy is gonna hop on the bar, pull out a flute, and start playing the freaking two hornpipe song from Pirates of the Caribbean Tortuga.
I will awkwardly try to join in with the bagpipes to one point and make a mess.
Oh.
She's taking breaks between playing the flute to shove more food in her face. She's got by the end of the night she's gone through 5 or 6 entire platters of food that would normally feed 6 people.
We'll say at one point Ellie comes into the bar and she stops, confused, and she just shrugs and goes with it. She grabs a plate.
Happily usher her over, join us with food.
Yeah, she'll come over, grab a plate. You notice Ophelia has yet to come back, but she grabs a plate of food, piles it full, and she goes, "I'm gonna bring this to Ophelia." She goes. A few minutes later, she comes back and the plate's not in her hand. So she's feeding Ophelia, making sure she's fed too.
What about all the deckhands that are with us? Are they just kind of in here too, or are they on the ship?
We need to feed the gay militia.
Yeah, we'll say they they slowly start to realize. Like, we'll say Ellie told them about the food, and they start to file in.
Oh, they kind of they'll take turns coming in, eating, going back to the ship.
Yeah, either that or like they'll come in shifts. Half of them will come in, half of them will come out.
Makes sense, really. Makes sense.
Yes, there's still people maintaining the ship, but they're still, they're eating and taking care of themselves too. People are probably packing up barrels and salting food to bring onto the ship. They're collecting things also as they go to make sure we're stocked full of food and drink and everything that we'll need for the ship.
Yeah.
We have a surplus.
Good.
Yeah, I guess, probably at one point Stone would, turn this TV and kind of ask, is there any shop in town or place in town where we can outfit the ship? I don't know, with maybe possibly any ordnance that, that we could use, because I foresee we're gonna need it.
Like, you don't have an essence. He looks to you like weaponry. He has something in his mouth, but he.
I thought we had cannons.
Well, we do, but I'm not sure.
We do, because I know Stone went down the gun deck to examine it, and he's like, we're gonna need more guns.
Mouthful of food from Rex. I am a cannon.
It's all basically saying, yes. Basically, artillery. Cannons, that sort of thing.
He thinks for a minute. I've been here a couple of days, and there's weapons. What are they called? Foundries? There's a weapons shop.
Arsenal sometimes is what they call them, or well, you'd call it an ordnance office, but that's usually at a military installation.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
it's like a foundry. A foundry would be the place that's producing the gun, so foundry, I guess. Small foundry or something like that.
Okay. Well, yeah. He's like, there's a weapons foundry a few shops down.
Small kind of nods as he, eats, and as he goes to, eats and says, "I'm gonna have to check that out." Because how late, like, is it? But has night fallen yet?
Night has fallen, but not everything has shut down yet, so it's not too late into the night, but it is nighttime.
Okay. He basically says tomorrow he will go check that out, and in the morning he'll check it out.
Okay. The tiefling nods. He's happy to help. This is cute. I like this.
Kize is still playing the damn song.
You have people dancing. Some of the villagers, some of the younger people gotten up, started dancing. You see an old couple that have started grooving with each other. People are having a good time.
Oh no. How good is this song? Is it like actually good, or are you just making a mess with food at this point?
Me? Are you asking me?
Yes, you.
Do you want me to roll a performance roll to see how good I'm doing?
That would depend on something I may or may not do, so I would like you to, if you don't mind, at the DM's discretion.
Yeah, go ahead, roll it. That actually sounds like a fun idea.
So
you don't have too many rolls going on, so...
I'm eating them all.
Depending on how they roll, I will roll something too.
I rolled a flat 16, so what's my plus? I got a plus 3, 19.
Yeah, that'll work, definitely. You're playing very well.
How about, Raz?
What?
How's he playing?
Rax.
Yeah.
Rax is gonna have to roll with disadvantage because his freaking.
This is performance. This is not music. Well, I got a 2. just one little clog at the end of one of the pipes. Just spray the bar a little bit with wine.
So he's not making any noise, basically.
No, I'm a fountain.
Where's mine? Good. Okay.
Going through the motions, pretending to play.
Now I'm gonna do something.
Oh boy.
So Kize's playing an instrument, right?
Yeah, flute.
Ah! I'll take that. So, Belle's going to dance for you guys. We have music.
Yay!
Oh.
I rolled an 18 and my performance is plus 5.
God damn.
Oh, queen.
We've got a party going on up in here.
People are dancing, the music is good, and Belle is dancing. This does prompt for my stupid ass. How is Thry doing? Is he happy? Is he having a fun time?
He's watching, he's enjoying festivities, eating something sweet every now and again.
Rax will blush and ask him to dance. He wants to get dancy.
Oh my god.
He doesn't know how, but he wants to dance.
This boy goes dark in color from his cheeks to his ears, and he shyly nods. He holds out a hand.
I imagine Rax does not know what he's doing, but just holds it by the hand, just kind of flips feet like he's having fun, but he's not really dancing.
By the way, I wanted to mention to the DM, if you'd like to key in the music, the music that is currently playing, at least in my head, is from Pirates of the Caribbean, just known as Tortuga, 2 hornpipes.
Alright, how do I do that? Help.
Go into the music tab.
Mm-hmm.
The jukebox, click add track.
Yep.
I suggest fan burst and type in Tortuga 2 hornpipes and it should pop up.
How do I spell that?
Tortuga, Tortuga.
Tortuga.
It should say Pirates of the Caribbean. You can test it to see if it's supposed to be this lively ditty. That's just I'm just showing you how to do it on the fly, honey.
So yeah, I'm trying to find it. I don't know if I'm finding that one.
It's okay if you can't find it, honey, but that should give you an idea of how to find it.
Yeah, a lot of the music I'm finding is like really calm.
I think we all know what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This will work. Hold on. This one's probably not as lively as you're thinking.
Yeah, that really works. Oh, that's
That
nice.
works.
Cool, then, yeah. Music, yay! Oh, hey Rex, you pull this tiefling. Oh, yep, wrong way. You pull up this tiefling, and as you guys start to dance, you notice that he stops you. He puts your hand on his waist, and he starts to dance with you. He knows how to dance. He's trying to kiss you.
I'm willing to learn. Bless.
You get a full tooth smile, a blushing grin, you know, the giggles, and he's excited. He's doing much better than he.
Aw.
This is too fucking cute. I physically cannot. You're so sweet. You're giving me cavities. Stop.
As she is playing, Kize decides to be a total ham, and she grabs fistfuls of just raw rice and starts throwing it over you guys.
Rax doesn't get it, but okay.
Oh gosh. He does
Does
though.
I get it?
So I get it, and he stops and kind of shyly he laughs and he leans in. He puts his head on Rex's chest. He's blushing.
Aww.
The music only stops every once in a while as Kize throws back. She's got an entire bottle of wine in her paws.
Wait, I can do this. Pause.
She pauses, takes a big swig from a wine bottle. When she puts it down, half the wine is gone. The music continues.
I grab some too.
Yeah.
We're probably just passing this one bottle of wine around among probably among all of us, if not, I know at least 3 of us.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm just saying,
Take one down, pass it around.
The three of you are passing around the same bottle. Kize's not sharing bottles because she's already like 2 bottles in.
Whatever.
No, we're dancing. I don't think we're drinking right now.
Nice. I'm gonna pause this just for a moment. I had an idea. So, another theater of the mind situation. Imagine that if we did have a camera, if this was like a movie, it would panel outside of the bar or outside of the tavern, over to the ship, and the deckhands are all celebrating and eating while Ophelia is below deck. She's holding Annabelle. She's rocking her. Annabelle is fussy. You know, it's a lot of noise. Poor baby's tired. So Ophelia's trying to get her to sleep, and she starts to hum a song that Otis used to sing when he was around, and she looks around, realizes nobody's there except for the 2 of her, and she starts to cry. She's reminiscing about her husband as she's sitting there rocking her child to sleep. Eventually, one of the ship hands comes down, makes sure she's all right, offers her food. She wipes her eyes, smiles, takes the food, starts to eat, and she joins the others above deck for eating and fun. Yeah, unless everybody wants to do anything specifically, the night plays out. There's dancing, there's fun, there's drinking, and finally, at the crack ass of dawn, people start to filter out. You can get to sleep and.
How late do we stay? Like, by the time everyone starts leaving, how... Rex is good, but how's Thry doing? Is he tired?
You can tell he's. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. This is really fucking. Can you just. Poor baby drank too much and he's passed out on a bench.
Oh no!
Not in a bad way, he just fell asleep.
Poke, 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 poke.
You see him kind of roll over, he opens his eyes, he gives that hazy, his cheeks are pink, haze pink from like the drunken haze, and he smiles and you're pretty.
You need water. I will hold him up over my shoulder. I will hold him up over my shoulder.
And as soon as you do that, he goes, oh, strong too.
Yes.
This is the next morning, right?
No, this is tonight. It's bedtime.
Oh, this is still the same. It's still night, or is it?
It's
early.
It's closing time.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
okay,
if you can imagine when a bar normally closes at like 2 a.m.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
That makes
cool.
sense.
Kize is sprawled, spread eagle across the bar. There are 10 entire platters, like serving-sized platters of food, empty next to her, and 6 empty bottles of wine.
Is she plastered?
She looks drowsy, but you can't tell if she's plastered or not.
I'd like to step over. Can you stand?
She hops up on her feet, no problem, hands on her, she's got her hands on her hips, I'm fine, and then she tips backwards and crashes behind the bar.
I think it best if we take care of everybody. I would like to try and princess carry Kize out of the bar.
Yeah.
She allows you, and she just kind of curls up and purrs in your arms.
Not too free talk.
She's saying she's muttering random crud now.
She's gotten to that drunk where she starts preaching about Loki unprompted.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know why my mind immediately went to you get slung over something. You're being held. The multi-speed aerobic capacity test. It's a multi-speed aerobic
Multi-gram fitness pacer test.
Thank you. It progressively gets faster each minute after you leave the signal. Oh god.
So Belle can't understand any of what she's saying except for the occasional ding, ding.
Sounds like Nord speak.
So I take it have people already, has everyone else already left the tavern, I guess?
Everyone's pretty much leaving, I think.
Yeah, everyone has given their thanks, and they've left their tips to the waitresses and the bartender, and they've gotten up and they've given their thanks.
Yeah, I guess Stonewall being the last one out, kind of, well, there's no one obviously being there since she's probably the last one, I would say. Just kind of says softly, says, Neo would have enjoyed this. She would have enjoyed the liveliness of it.
Aww.
And as he, walks out.
As I potato sack my apparently new boyfriend.
As I'm assuming Belle will walk past Stonewall while carrying Kize. Kize will reach out and Stonewall, you'll feel the pat on your pauldron. As you're saying, oh, Mia would have enjoyed this. Kize leans in and goes, hey, pat, hey. Next time, tell me, I'll play for her.
Oh,
Stonewall looks up, nods and says, I will do that. I will do that.
She nods and reaches forward, and you think she was intending to, like, kind of pat your head nicely like she did to the tiefling earlier. Instead, she kind of bats and goes pat, 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 pat all over your faceplate. So all you see is just...
Love it.
Curls back up in Belle's arms. Purrs, purrs, purrs.
I was thinking of having Thrai look at Rekbot and just, nice hat.
Wait. He's potato sacked, right? He can reach.
I'm not tall. That's I don't know his dimensions.
His hands would probably reach only about, like, his middle back. Probably he would.
Darn it, I was hoping for drunken bunko butt.
Oh my god, that would be hilarious.
If he, okay, well, fine. Would he make any comment or do anything of the sort in his half-drunken, aroused, I guess, enamored state?
Aroused? Whoa, okay.
That wasn't the word.
And this is when next time I bump the rating up to MA.
What is wrong with all of us?
Clearly we all thirst.
Oh my god.
Does he make any
Teenager.
comment or gesture in his state?
You would sack him over your shoulder, and you know he would make that the pretty comment, yada yada, and then he'd just you got a nice butt. Just a hazy smile.
No, it's funny because Rex doesn't quite get flirting.
Oh.
So he just takes it like a regular compliment, like as if someone said, "You got a nice finger."
Quote, finger.
So he'll give a playful tap on his butt. You too.
Oh.
Ooh, what's this?
Oh goddamn it.
Proceeds to describe the tiefling's hats. Anyway.
He's got pants and a cloak. We got it.
Yeah, save the details for RP.
Rax will make it up on the deck of the ship. Thry clearly out of it. He will curl Thry up into the rowboat, form his cloak into some form of a blanket, and kind of lay in the rowboat next to him. I'll sleep in the rowboat.
As you lay down in the rowboat. So I will, he'll look in. Oh, and he'll scooch in. He'll snuggle up. Smile.
Aww.
Pet.
Gentle snores. Meanwhile, as you all are doing this, Ellie seems to be collecting those deckhands who may have had a little too much, and she doesn't seem any sort of enamored. She's had a little bit, but she's not slobbering or plastered or anything. She has a level head. She's helping. She's helping deckhands get below get below and get to their beds. And Ophelia is not on the deck of the ship. Don't know if that would concern you, but she's not up there.
I was about to say, if I got on the deck, I probably would have looked for her first.
Okay, so for the sake
Or
of
at least
detail,
ask Ellie where she was.
yeah, no. You ask Ellie, and she says, "Oh, she's down in the captain's. What is that called? Where a captain is? Like,
The captain's quarters.
Captain's cabin.
Thank you. Yeah.
Let's listen to the Navy man. Ignore the rest of us. Listen to the Navy man.
Usually the captain's cabin. That's usually what they refer to the captain's quarters as.
Okay. Well, yeah, she says she said Annabelle was getting fussy. Ophelia brought her to the captain's cabin.
All right. That's enough to satiate me. Then we'll row about bedtime.
Mm-hmm. Well, how do you get keys out of bed?
Well, I place her down right next to the ladder of the crow's nest because that's where she wanted to sleep. Are you able to climb?
Meow. And she just gets up, very lazy little. She doesn't even use the ladder. She just uses her claws to climb up.
I am literally right under her to make sure she doesn't fall.
Oh.
There's a few moments where she slides, or kind of skitters, but she eventually makes it up. She gets to the top, leans forward, and you just see her forward somersault into this thing.
That works.
The gentle thump and like the ding of a bell.
Yes.
Yeah! Thump ding!
And she stuck the landing. 10 points.
That's great.
This is gonna be a thing now that Kize dings when she's drunk.
Yes.
The Pavlov effect. Oh, come on. Nobody, really?
I didn't hear you.
I was drinking!
We'll call it the Pavlov effect.
Oh my god.
Wow. Okay.
There you go.
Pavlov's dog. Well, Pavlov's Kize.
Oh.
Alright. So a full rest and then the next day?
Oh no, I just thought of something. I don't know if I want to do that now or later.
Well, we are coming up on time shortly. Will we be able to make the next stopping point in 30 minutes?
Yes, you would.
Okay.
See, it's just a little thing I thought of, and I'm like, oh no, that would totally work.
I don't like the use of the word "oh no."
Well, it's nothing major. It's just something that, it's something I thought of with Thrai, and I'm like, oh god, I could totally do that. So I know we were gonna stop at the night, and then it would be morning, but just actually no, I could definitely save this so that it could, yeah, with the time progression could work out. So never mind, don't mind me. We can continue more of this. Let's continue this more later. Oh, my package came in. Thanks, Mom. And I ordered my alcohol markers on Amazon. Yes. Anyway, sorry, my excitement. But yeah, no, we can definitely stop here. I can save my thing because it's not that important. I can save it for next time because it'll work whenever. Does anybody else want to do anything before we go? Any sort of sleeping pattern jokes, funny goofs, gas, laughs before we end it off?
We're sleeping in the rowboat. I think we're fine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're more than fine. I mean, what?
Rock the boat, if you know what I mean.
Don't rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat.
I don't have
I know
a rock.
Stonewall went down to the. So essentially, his quarters that he carved out for himself in the wherever the gunnery officers would have done. The officer, essentially, the officer on the gun deck, one of the gun captains would have had quarters, and that's where he is. And kind of some of his personal effects are lying around. And yeah, as he goes to sleep, he pulls out his picture that he's carried throughout the Great War with him. Emil looks at that kind of smiling, and as he falls asleep.
Aww. I like it. Alrighty. If nobody else has anything, question mark, then I think we're good to close the game. Daniel, you're the streaming master. You want to close out?
Absolutely. This has been D-Rez of Renegame Studios, here with Artificial Imagination, our wonderful DM for this session, Lady Koko, Kaede, Katsuragi, and the General. Wishing you all a wonderful week until the next stream, whenever that may be. I hope you're all having a wonderful day.